Okay, so here we are. So I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. I will not going to keep you long because I know I want to watch this, but this is obviously more important to me to be on here with you guys than sit and figure out who wins this craziness. But I wanted to talk to you guys tonight because something was on my mind because I was just like sitting here and I'm like, or yesterday I was like, what am I going to talk, what are we going to talk about tonight? And I feel like this is something that I think everybody needs to hear. And no matter where you are in your business, it's definitely something that I feel like everybody needs to hear. And it's just something I think we all need. I myself, when I was typing this up, because I typed it off because I was like, if I don't type it up, I'm going to forget what I need to say. So I just wanted to talk about, because this term that this phrase that keeps coming to me is speed of the leader, speed of the pack, because hold on, Brad's calling him and he's locked in my office because he was being a creeper to try and get in. Go out there with Daddy. Bye. See you later. So anyways, speed of the leader, speed of the pack, because for me, sometimes I take the brunt of the hardship of when you guys don't hit goals and, or if you're not hitting Success Club and you're having a rough time in your business. I don't show it, but I take the brunt of that. And I get this feeling of sense of guilt because I feel like I'm letting people down. I'm like, well, am I doing what I need to be doing? Am I being that speed of the leader? So, speed of the pack. And I'm just like, I question that constantly. So it's something that's been on my mind like crazy lately. And like I said, I just really want to talk to you about it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about being a leader because I was listening to a call a couple weeks ago and it was talking about, because you have to become a leader so that you can create a team of leaders. Instead of I can't remember who it was, but she was talking about a team of leaders versus leaders. So that's kind of what I want to go with this tonight. But so we talk about goals and our stories, why, and why we do this, and we just want to constantly, we get that mindset of, we just want to add coaches to our teams that get it, right? We always say, I just want that person on my team that just gets it. But I seriously have to ask you guys a serious question. Do you get it? Do you get it? Like, do you have, and I'm going to share a story with you because you have to ask yourself this, because if you don't get it, you are not going to find people that get it. And like I said, I asked this honestly because you guys all know my story, why I'm doing this. I've shared it with you countless times. But one thing that hit really hard and hit home with me was before I started coaching, I was already doing T25. Allison, seeing that I was doing that, she messaged me many times and she planted that coaching seed with me a lot. So when she did that, I started to follow other coaches such as Katie Hefner, Lindsay Matway, Melanie Mitro, and they're all living these lives that, it seems like, oh my God, like who wouldn't want to live like that? They're living life on their terms, they're paying off debt, etc., things like that. And I, honest to God, in that moment, or in those times watching them, I wanted that. I was like, that is what I want. I hated my job. That is what I wanted. So I would just sit there and think to myself, God, wouldn't it be nice to be able to be debt-free, to post on Facebook or to share, just to be debt-free, or just to be like, I was able to pay my mortgage payment this month with my 1 week's paycheck of Beachbody. That would mean, for me, those are the kinds of thoughts that were going through my head. So that's when I made a choice to join as a coach. Like I said many times, Allison probably thought I was a lunatic because I just ignored her all this time. And I made the choice that day when I signed up to be a coach to go 100% all in, no matter what. No excuses. I just did it. And I honestly, you guys, I was counting the months today. I went hard in my business for sure. I took days off. There was days that I slacked and I didn't want to do it, but I went hard for 9 months with a full-time job, a husband that wanted to spend time with me, a house to take care of, family and friends to spend time with, and a dog to take care of. Yes, he's not a child, but some days he requires a lot of work. But I still went diamond in that 9 months because I made a choice and I reached my goal because I got it. And I had that vision of that is what I wanted. I wanted to say, you know, I wanted to live my life like that. And I wanted to work towards living my life like those girls were living their lives and creating it my way. So I tell you this because I have heard from most, this is what I'm talking about here. I've heard from most, if not all of you, that I just want to find those coaches who want to work the bits. We've all said that. We have. And I get that. That's what we all want. But you have to ask yourself, like I said before, do you get the big picture of all of this? Do you have that vision? Do you look at a 15-star diamond times 5 like Melanie Mitro and say, I can't ever be that? Or do you sit and say to yourself, I'm going to do everything in my power to get there? Because you have that vision of what you want. Your vision may not be 15-star diamond times 5, but you have a vision of what you want your future to look like. And if you don't have that vision of or you don't think that Beachbody can help you reach that vision, then that's what's going to happen. You're not going to go after it. You're going to be stuck in your life where you are right now. So like I said, you're going to do everything in your power to get there, or you're just going to say you can't. This is where we go back to that, what is the alternative question from a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. If you are 100% happy right now in your life with your job and your financial situation, then keep doing what you're doing. If you are not and you want something more, you need to step up your game and stop feeling like you can't, and stop being the victim and saying that other things are more important in this. You need to find your priority, you need to find your vision, and you need to focus on that. Don't focus on feeling like you can't be that 15-star diamond coach, because honestly, if you don't believe in you, it shows. Whether you think it or not, it shows, and people see it, and no one's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. So right now, most of you guys, almost everybody on here actually, you guys have teams. You have decent sized teams. Some of you have working coaches. Some of you have just discount coaches, which is okay. But like I said at the beginning of the call, you may have a team of leaners versus leaders. That's where your I get it comes in. You need to be a leader for them, and you need to teach them this business, not just add them on as a coach and not engage and connect with them afterwards. I know that we do coach basic groups. This month I did not start one because I did sign up 2 coaches, but they were just discount coaches and that's all they wanted. So I wasn't going to push that on them. But if I'm not doing one, here's a prime example. Erica has a coach that wants to start. She said, okay, that's fine. I'll just use the template that you gave me and I'll run my own. Leader versus leaner. So like I said, I'm trying to read this. Sorry, guys, because I want to make sure that I touch on all these points. So sure, we're going to have coaches that only want the discount. I get that. I clearly have coaches that do the same thing. But it is your job to show your coaches the value of this business. If they come in solely saying, or you reach out to them solely because they just wanted Shakeology on the discount, that's cool, because I have many discount coaches on our team, and that's fine. But you're not going to see full-blown success that you want if you don't find those leaders and you're not sharing the value of this business. But like I said, you have to go back to, do you get it? Because if you don't get it and you don't have a vision or belief on what this is going to do for you, how are you going to show them the light of what this business is? We as coaches need to lead by example. We need to be hitting Success Club and helping others every month. We need to be sharing on Facebook. We need to be consistent. We need to be doing the vital behaviors and doing consistent things in all of that. I know that I preach this and you guys get mad at me, and I don't want you to think that I'm focusing on points, because that is never my goal. I hit Success Club every month, and that's not because I'm focusing on points. It's because I'm focusing on helping people. But Success Club should be non-negotiable in your business if you want to see success. Bottom line. Because they made that there for a reason. If you're getting Success Club points, you're helping people. They're one and the same thing. So we are the ones who hold ourselves back from finding and creating those coaches who get it. Honestly, I hold myself back sometimes. I do. We've all let life get in the way, and you know what I mean? But I said this to my mentor on my corporate call last week, because, we have those when we're going through the elite points and stuff, and her and I were just chatting, and she was talking about Success Club, and we were just going back and forth on it. And I was just like, sometimes I just don't see, I think people, they miss the mark on helping people and what helping people means with Success Club. And they just think that, oh, we're just pushing points. That's not the case. But I said, I hit, and this is what she made me happy. Like, she made me proud, because she was just like, you are a Beachbody lifer, Jen, because of what you just said. And all I said to her was like, I kind of don't really like hearing excuses, because I'm different than everybody else. Everybody's life is different. I hit Success Club the month my dad passed away. I was at like Success Club 7, I think. That's one of my lower numbers, but I still did it because this is a priority to me. Helping people and paying it forward, and this is my job. Just like a job that you have is not going to let you take a month off and walk away from your job for a month if somebody passes away in your life or you have a hardship in your life. I mean, other than a pregnancy, that's a little bit different. But so, and that's what she said. She said, by you saying that, you're the type of person, you're a leader versus a leaner, because no matter what, you get the job done. And to me, that is, you have to be that person and you just have to get it, because for me, I get it. And instead of Beachbody being a stress for me, I use it as like a gateway to just get away from all of my issues and just sit down at my computer and just let it all out. So like I said, we are the ones who hold ourselves back from finding those people and creating those coaches that get it and know that vision. Because if we're not creating that vision for them, they don't know that that's a possibility. Seeing people like Lindsay Matway, Katie Hefner sharing all of that, because that was greatness, that was what was going on in their life, and they were being vulnerable. I'm sure people hated on them for sharing that kind of stuff. But it made someone like me realize that, wow, like that's the life I want to live. Again, like I said, speed of the leader, speed of the pack. So you have to take a look at what you're doing to see, kind of where you stand. So I just want you guys to, this is just kind of a self-evaluation, because when I'm not even kidding you, when I was typing this and writing it all up and just thinking about it, I was self-evaluating myself the whole entire time I was figuring this out. So ask yourself this: are you your ideal coach? I think you guys are all in our Push to Elite group. We did this last week. We did the the avatar thing. Are you your ideal coach, the person that you want to attract? Do you do and exhibit the behaviors and have the belief in what you're doing that you would want a future rock star coach on your team to have? We need to constantly be self-checking ourselves, you guys. I know it sucks, because like I said, when I was writing this all up to talk about this, I was giving myself a gut check, and I'm just like, so we need to work on some things. But it sucks to give yourself a gut check, but it is absolutely 100% necessary in this kind of business, because it's way too easy to just push it to the side, because like you guys, all of you guys have full-time jobs that I know take your time. But if this business is a priority to you, you need to make it a priority to you. If you have a vision of what you want to come out of this, then you need to make time for your vision and to create that life that you want to live. So you can't expect someone to be doing, this is my biggest pet peeve of all things coaching. You cannot expect someone to be doing what you are not doing yourself. It drives me absolutely insane when coaches out there preach to their coaches to go to Super Saturdays, get to events, post on Facebook, share transformations, read personal development, and then they're not doing it themselves. that drives me insane because it is so selfish, and shame on anyone who asks other people to do something that they're not willing to do themselves. Like get on a call. I would never ask you guys to get on a call if it was like Nikki's call or something and share a call with you or share the surge with you and not be on there myself listening to it. So, and honestly, that goes for challengers too. You should be a challenger every single day in your challenge group. You should be sharing your workout. You should be sharing your shake. You should be a challenger in your challenge groups. That goes for coaches and challengers. If you are not doing what you're asking your challengers to do in your group, that's probably when they're not interacting. I mean, if they don't see their coach doing it, why would they be doing it? So tonight, I really want you guys to just give yourself a self-evaluation, little gut check, and ask yourself just a few questions. Other than the "do I get it" question. I have 6 of them here that I want you guys to ask yourselves and think about. Do you actively participate in your challenge groups like you would want a coach on your team to participate in the group? Do you hit Success Club every month? Do you invite privately on Facebook to the coaching opportunity and to your challenge group daily? Do you share vulnerable posts and your life and yourself on social media? Do you stay committed and consistent in your workouts? And do you step out and lead in the team page, encourage, and add value without being asked? I want you to ask yourself those questions because all of those things, those are the things that leaders do. And to get yourself to your goal, and the end goal, not even the end goal, the next goal for most of you is diamond, or, if we're going on the leadership ladder, is team builder, team leader. So that's what leaders do, is kind of be self-efficient and just do things where, like I said, hitting Success Club, inviting, doing, sharing this, your entire life on social media, sharing every last little thing. I can bet my bottom dollar people are sick and tired of seeing me with my food from the Ultimate Reset, but I do not give a shit because it is going to, at some point, hit home with somebody. And some girl told me today that I was her inspiration and made her keep going on her refresh because she wanted to give up on day 2 or whatever. So, and because this is hard, it's not easy. But I want to share that with people because, and it's surprisingly, when I talked to my mentor, Lacey, on last week, she said that a group of girls did this right after Summit, a group of coaches, and those months that we were all having a hard months, they had the best month ever because they did exactly what I'm doing right now with the Ultimate Reset. They shared the entire journey, raw, real, uncut, and it benefited them like no other. Because in a way, like for me, I'm sharing it all. Like this is challenging for me because I was just telling Holly, I've never eaten a pinto bean in my life, and I had to eat like a half a can of them tonight. They were good, but for me, that's like a challenge because food is a challenge for me. So this is like sharing that. A lot of people see me doing my workouts and stuff, and they think that I don't ever challenge myself because they see me doing good workouts, and doing good at it. So this, to see, I think for people to see you in a kind of, I don't even know what the word is, like a emotional kind of state where they can like, you're vulnerable. They're like, oh, so she is like a real person. Yeah, I suck at eating. So you just have to, really think of those things. And so we need to be becoming those leaders and then duplicating those behaviors to find other leaders that are just like us. Instead of building a team of people who aren't your tribe and aren't committed to our programs and our products. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's not okay to get discount coaches because I have a lot of them, but they're discount coaches because they are dedicated to our programs and our products. We honestly, and I know that some coaches have built their businesses on this, but Beachbody in itself wants us to get away from doing this. We need to stop just throwing the discount at people right away. Because what happens, everybody wants a good deal. I mean, everybody does. A discount's a discount. But if they get Shakeology and they're not like 100% you devoted to it, and they, they don't even, they're a coach getting this discount that they haven't even committed to a 21-day program or drinking Shakeology for 5 days, let alone 365, you don't have somebody that's committed. So come that 30-day mark, they see that money and they're like, that shake wasn't, I didn't get that much out of it. I'm just going to move on. And, I'll cancel my account. How many times has that happened? So you have to create amazing challengers who love Shakeology, who love the workout programs. And then come month 2, when it comes and they just finished their country heat and they're like, what can I do next? I love this dancing program. You can say, oh, you can get size and you can get it with Shakeology, and then we can sign you up as a coach. And then you can get a discount. Do you know how much easier and better people probably like? That's all I've been doing lately, because my challengers are loving the programs and they're getting results. And it's keeping them engaged. If you're not using the challenge tracker, use it. Because it is, I'm not kidding you, it is breeding and creating amazing challengers, if nothing else. But coaches, they're taking pictures of themselves. I've never had challengers in a group that post pictures of themselves working out. Never. Until I started using the challenge tracker. So if you're not using it, use it. And to become your leader, this is where, this is 2 scenarios that I've dealt with in the last 2 months on our team. You got to think outside of the box a little bit. Holly and I had this conversation in the middle of a grocery store one day. But this business, you guys, is pretty cut and dry. We know that. And like I said, if you get it and you have that 15-star diamond times 3 goal in the back of your mind, or whatever your vision is, and you believe in it 1,000% that it will happen, then you will do whatever it takes to make that happen. Anything worth having takes sacrifice, you guys. It sucks. It does. Some days it sucks to have to tell my husband, I have to go tonight. He's home. I haven't had Brad in months to myself, like at night. He's been home. He worked out. He's eating dinner, and it takes sacrifice. I'm stepping away because this is more important to me at the moment. But it does. Anything worth having takes sacrifice. And thinking outside of your norm and making short-term sacrifices for long-term success is what will set you apart from the leaners versus the leaders. So what I mean with this is I want to give you these 2 examples, because this has happened, these 2 examples in the past 2 months with 2 different people. So let's just say it's November 30th. You have already helped 2 people, giving yourself 4 Success Club points for the month. Instead of saying, screw it, I'll get there next month, step outside of the box a little bit. Think about it, because if you get it, Success Club now should be your non-negotiable every single month. And think about it and say, okay, what can I do right now to make sure that I reach that, at least that Success Club 5 goal? Well, myself and countless other coaches have made this sacrifice probably more than once. I know for me, it's been at least twice. And purchased a challenge pack under their husband, their mother, their sister, their brother, whatever, to make sure that they reach that goal. And I know it's coming. Yes, you can say, I can't afford to do that. Money's not rolling in over here. And I'm not going to go ask Brad for $140 so that I can buy a challenge pack to make sure I hit Success Club, because he would look at me like I had 10 heads. So Jake's probably like, what the hell? So you can just say you can't afford it, whatever. I get it. That's where thinking outside of the box comes in. So you make a short-term sacrifice. You don't go to Target for a couple of days, or, you don't spend this here, or you don't eat out, whatever, just to reach your goal. You always can use a new workout program. Say, for example, that happens to you this month and you haven't bought in Quarter Force yet. Guess what? Buy Quarter Force under one of your peoples. because you could use the workout program, especially if it's one you don't have already. You could give it as a gift for your family, for Christmas, a birthday gift, whatever. If you have that cousin who's been harping on you about they want to try this program or they don't have money, here's your gift. You don't have to buy them a gift now. You can give it as a gift. You can do a giveaway and give it as a prize to one of your challengers, whatever, and do a giveaway, whatever it is. And with the Shakeology, you could sell 3 to 5 day Shakeology samples to people you have been talking to that don't want to commit to 30 days of Shakeology and are on the fence about Shakeology. And guess what? With 3 to 5 days worth, or probably say you have 24 packets, it's probably going to get you 3 7-day trials. If you did 7-day trials, I would sell them for $30, or like 35 if you're shipping them. You're making your money back. That's thinking outside the box, guys, to reach goals. And that is what a leader would do. And someone on our team a couple months ago did exactly that. She was scared as hell to do it. I had to kind of like make her say, okay, it's okay. She felt awkward doing it. She was just like, I feel like I'm cheating. And I'm like, people have done much worse, and it's okay because you're going to use it. It's not like you're just buying all this product because you know what I mean? Some people do that, unfortunately. You're doing it to hit a goal. And, you're an Emerald coach and you're at Success Club 4. It's insane to me to let something like that go whenever you could buy it yourself and use it. Steph has done it like 3 times, 4 times. Every month she was like, if I have to buy a challenge pack this month, I'm going to die. But she will not go without hitting Success Club. But she always ends up making her money back because she sells the trials, or she, offers it to somebody on her team, or she gives it away, whatever it is. So next example, it's the Monday before your diamond goal dates. And you are 1 Emerald. They're already halfway there. So they have 1 coach. So they're halfway to Emerald. And you are 1 coach away from reaching your goal. Instead of on that Monday night saying to yourself, I sucked this month. I let life get in the way. I'm never going to find a coach in 3 days. And my coach will never go Emerald in 3 days. I'll just set a new date for next month. No. We think outside of the box. We sit back and we think of what we can do to help find that 1 coach that you need. Following up with past and current Shakeology customers, doubling up your coaching invites, making more posts about the coaching opportunity. If you didn't have a planned post in those 3 days, you better be talking about it in those 3 days. Doing everything that you possibly can to make sure that when Wednesday comes at midnight, you can't sit there and say that I didn't do my best to try and reach that goal. And then you sit back and you think about how can you help your coach get that other coach. They're halfway to Emerald. Emerald is not hard. It's 2 people. We all have 2 people in our lives. 2 people. And when people, we overthink this and we say, oh, I want to be Emerald in 3 months. You could be Emerald in 3 days if you wanted to. If you got it and you had that vision. So you have to figure out ways, and you have to think outside of your box. Asking your coach, does she have her husband signed up? You can see if she does, or a friend or a sister or whatever. Does she have any Shakeology HD customers that would really want to, that have been a customer for a month and want to get a discount, if nothing else? And actually ask her and have a conversation with her to see if she is in fact inviting to the coaching opportunity. Because if she's not, halfway to Emerald might have been her husband, and that's all she's going to go because she's not inviting or talking to people about it. So really getting uncomfortable, talking to people, just getting uncomfortable. And because both of those examples, because that diamond example, I'm not going to beat around the bush because Erica's sitting on the call. She did that last month. And I felt bad because she stressed herself out, but she did it because she had a goal in mind. And she was so focused on what she wanted and her vision of what she wanted, she messaged me with a plan and like she just knew what she wanted and what she was going to do. And she did her plan, and it didn't play out the way exactly that she wanted it, but she did everything in her power. She couldn't wake up on Thursday morning and say, I didn't try. I'm just going to set a new date. She didn't say Monday that I'm going to set a new date for next month. She busted her ass from whatever Monday to Wednesday and fought like hell to try and make that happen. And it just didn't happen. And that's okay. But she didn't have to wake up the next day and feel like she didn't put her heart and soul into trying to reach her goal. So both of those examples are things that have happened, like I said, within this team over the past 2 months. And in both of those situations, the coaches did everything they could to think outside of the box and make their goals happen because they get it. They have a vision, they get it, and they know what they want out of this business. And I'm not sitting here saying that this is going to be easy by any means, but it all starts with you guys. It all starts with you and your belief in what you're doing. If you are sitting here thinking that, sure, it would be nice to retire from my job or stay at home with my kids, but that won't happen for me because I just can't find the right people. Well, let me tell you, that's exactly what will happen. You will sit at home and feel sorry for yourself, and you won't retire from your job, and you won't be able to stay home with your kids because you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in what you're doing. You have to, believe enough in yourself and this opportunity, and you have to see that big picture, that vision. It doesn't have to, whatever your why is, should push you beyond belief, but you have to see that big picture of what you want at the end of this, or what you want to see 2 years from now, and your vision for others to be able to see that as well. You need to make that, put it out there. You have to see that big picture and share your vision so that others can see it. Because if they don't, if like I said, if those people wouldn't have shared their vision and what was going on in their lives, I would have never been like, I was that person that was sitting at my 9-to-5 job being like, searching for something. What can I do that's like an at home? Like, I just wanted to be home. I hated my job that much. Like, I just, I hated being in office. I just wanted so badly to find something that I loved. And here it was thrown in my lap, and I'd be crazy to not make something of it. So I'm just going to leave you with this, and then we can, open up for questions if you guys have questions. But your people are out there. Your people are out there. You just have to find them. So again, I ask you, do you get it? Ask yourself that over and over. Do you get it? Are you the leader that you want your current and future coaches to become? It's just a little bit of self-evaluation. And like I said, you guys, I self-evaluated myself like hell when I typed this up and was reading and figuring out what I was going to talk to you guys about tonight. And yeah, there's some things on there that I need to change myself. But at the end of the day, I can say that I 1000% believe in what I'm doing. There are days that I struggle. I get it 10,000%. And I truly do feel like I can say that I am a leader that I would want you guys to be. I sometimes struggle with feeling like I don't do enough and that I'm not, like I said, I take the brunt of when you don't hit goals or when you miss a goal or, you miss Success Club and you're upset about it. I take the brunt of that because I feel like I did something wrong. But I feel like I do everything that I can to try and help. So that's what I want you guys to just think about. And think about, because you are starting to build teams. Everybody here wants to reach diamond. And once you get to diamond, you do become a leader because you do have at least 2 working coaches that are emerald coaches. But you want to get in that mindset of being a leader versus a leaner and leaning on somebody else to do everything for you, or just, manage it. You don't have to go into management mode when you become a diamond coach. You just have to be that leader and lead from the front and lead by example. So that's all I have. if you guys have a question or you want to say something, feel free to unmute yourself. Or if you just want to chat or you have anything to say, just unmute yourself. No? We're good? Nothing? You got nothing. Okay. Alrighty, well, that's all I have for you guys. So I appreciate you getting on. I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm sure everybody wants to watch this craziness. And I'm gonna go prepare some food.
Hey, Jen, that was really good. I just wanted to.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, just thinking outside the box just got me thinking. So, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna evaluate myself. I think that was really good. I like that.
Thanks. I came up with it all by myself.
I know you did.
Thank you so much. But yeah, it's not, and I feel bad when I do calls like this because I feel like I don't ever want anybody to feel like I'm picking on them or that, if you kind of feel like I'm picking on you, then you probably needed to hear it. But I don't ever pinpoint anybody in a negative way. I'm not trying to do that. I just want you guys to see.
Jake's over there saying, because he's listening to all this. Tough shit, girls. Tough shit. Just suck it up.
Yeah, it really is. It sucks some days. It does suck. But if you kind of have to ask yourself, are you a Beachbody lifer? Really, like when Lacey said that to me the other day, I was like, she's right, because nothing's going to put me down. I love this business with my whole heart. And no matter what, a missed goal, whatever it is, it's not going to break my spirit. I'm going to just keep going because I love this business and it has done amazing things for my life.
I keep thinking that too. Like, there's certain times that I was down. Like, I think of alternative. What would I do? Like, I can't imagine not doing this. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
And
if you're not working.
Like, he's like motivating people. Like, I see him, in that group that he's in, and he loves motivating people. It's awesome. That's what we love to do now. So it's cool.
Yeah. And I just feel like if you're not, what is the alternative? Really, if you're not working out and eating right, you're going to go back to that person you were a year ago that you came to me or that I came to you and talked to you about and you were in a desperate place and needed help? Is that you want to go back to that? Or do you want to, like me, my alternative is have to go back to work full time. And that is not happening. So for me, it's just definitely something to think about. That's all. And I know it sucks. We're all busy and it's getting in the time of the year. And I just really wanted to talk about something like that because it is getting in that time of the year where it's so easy to just say, my business is just going to have to wait. I want to go drink with my friends. Because you know what? Holly has probably seen this too. This Ultimate Reset has hindered my business a little bit because the first week more so. Now I'm chill now. I'm good. But the first week was like insane planning and prepping. And I was just like, I literally sat down on my computer last week to work at like 9:30 and I fell asleep on my computer like this. And Brad came home. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I was like, well, I was going to work, but I fell asleep because I just had no energy.
You feel like you're just like, all you're doing is like eating, like cooking,
cooking and washing dishes.
I thought about that today. I was like, that's pretty much like what it's been like, but
and taking supplements. But honestly, it's been worth it. I do feel really great. But this is something we got to challenge ourselves. You just have to continually challenge yourself. Be vulnerable with people. I chugged greens the other day and told people that it was disgusting, because it's gross. But that's just being real and raw. I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to do it because feeling better is worth it to me. So I just want you guys to really think about that stuff. That's all. So if you have nothing else, go see who's going to win this election, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay? Have a good night, and I will see you later. Bye, guys. Thanks for getting on.